Estamos junto aqui, estamos na Ernesto Pérez Carrillo. Vamos fazer uma filmagem bem bacana aí, junto com o nosso irmão Ernesto aqui, ó. Então, junto. Agora vamos lá, vamos fazer uma boa filmagem com bastante informação rica. Com todo esse arsenal aqui, estamos na fábrica. Vamos verificar todos os processos de fermentação, pré-indústria, um pouquinho parte industrial, tudo, e depois eu vou colocar no meu canal do YouTube para vocês aí, tá bom? Grande abraço. Vamos começar ali. Abraço, tchau, tchau.
Hopefully you'll go back and tell them what they're missing. We have things in store for you guys. After we do the tour, we're going to have the world famous Jose Blanco.
Who's that?
That's what I ask myself a lot of times. Who's Jose Blanco? And he's going to do the previous seminar, which is something that he's an master at. And before we start, I'd like to, first of all, introduce you to the people that work here with me and that basically are, one of the reasons, we've been as successful as we are. Like they say, no man is an island of his own, and believe me, I know that's the case. So I'd like to start by introducing Hilda Paro Zamora. She's our director of the factory. She's been with us now for about a year and a half. Also, I'd like to introduce Dorca Roja. She's the person that's basically responsible for this whole setup. So let's give her a big round of applause. Jordi Dominguez, she's our financial person. My daughter is famous for being. This one's first.
That means that they're both like the two of
Okay.
Then we have Edwin. He's our IT person. Junior Torres. Some people. Junior's been with me now. How many years?
Too many.
15. And it's really been a great asset and a great help in everything that I do. And it's part of the family that always be here. We also have Peter. We have a bunch of people I'd like to introduce. There's 150 of them, so it's going to take us a long time. But I'd like to introduce a few people that are here that are visiting us that to me have done so much for the business as far as the cigar business, whether it's in media or packaging. And I'd like to start with Damile from Cigar Snob. Greg Matora from Cigar Aficionado. Then we have Javier Blanco from Spain. Adrian, my friend here from here. And the person that is responsible for all of the artwork, the printing of the artwork that you see here, Jan from Raya. And Mr. Robert Lumber from Smoke Shop Magazine. I want to make it so. Anyway, my son Ernie and my daughter Lisa would have loved to be here, but unfortunately they had things to do in the United States, and we have their eye and running the company down here. And believe me, they would have loved to be here. And now I'm going to leave for last the, how do you say, the narcissist of the company, Manuel Diaz.
Manuel Diaz.
Who is going to be giving you the tour today of the factory. And he's also in charge of part of our marketing and international sales also. So he's also responsible. I have to say this, otherwise I'm going to start fighting Martinez League. He helped a little bit, but So welcome, and hopefully we'll be able to give you an experience of a lifetime.
Hey,
Now,
I don't count.
I'm going to mention you.
You
The
want me to
world
say?
famous. The world famous Jose Blanco, what can I say? I will mention the applause should really be going to Emma, his wife. I mean, the fact that she can resist this guy for more than 5 minutes, it's really
You didn't help me out.
a sweetheart, right? But anyway, we have some, little fruits and things here. If you want to, get something to eat now, we're going to start in about 5 minutes. We'll start the tour. And for lunch, we're having a typical Dominican lunch, which consists of sancocho and roasted pig. And rice and hopefully avocado. I think you'll have a great lunch. You're not going to want anything. Fill yourself up. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. José Blanco.
Ya lo que voy a decir. No me acabaste.
So please follow me. I will start this beautiful journey, okay? Follow me, guys. Come on.
Emanuel Diaz.
Free to ask. What is the bathroom? Something like that. It's okay.
Simple things.
Yeah, simple things.
Yo voy a preguntar mucho.
Okay, this way. Buenos días. ¿Cómo estamos?
Wow.
After you come in, we're gonna close the door and lock you here forever.
Yeah. The taste here, the smell here is amazing.
Great, everybody's here now, right? Great. Well, once again, welcome to Tabacalera Alianza. My name is Manuel Diaz. I don't know even how to pronounce my name in English, so I'm sorry for that. Well, I might say Emmanuel Diaz, right? Something like that. Well, so before I answer you why we are in this area, please allow me to explain you about who is Ernesto Perez Carrillo, which maybe a few of you don't never hear about him, which I thought. But let's start. Well, the first thing you need to know, Ernesto is from Cuba. He born in 1951. Well, sorry, I say his age. My bad, Ernesto. So, yeah, 61. So he was born in Cuba. His father has the same name as him, Ernesto Perez Carrillo, sir. Him, along with his wife, and of course the mother of Ernesto, beloved and started the business with cigars and tobacco in Cuba, of course. What happened? Based on the fact that there were a lot of problems for the revolution in 1959, his father went to jail a lot of times because they thought he was against the revolution, stuff like that. It was really tough times. So one day, his father decided to leave Cuba behind and install himself in Miami in 1959. Allow me to tell you that actually the factory El
59.
Crédito started in Cuba in 1948, founded by his father. Then, when they left Cuba in 1968, he installed the factory again, El Crédito. When he arrived in Miami the first time, he thought that maybe a few months will take the embargo and everything is gonna be fine. It's been 60 years. Thank God he realized that. So one day he said, okay, I need to do what I do best. I'm gonna start making cigars. So he installed the factory El Crédito again in 1968 at Calle 8. By the time Ernesto was really young, so he joined the company, but just for a few days, per week, to help his father in 1970. Then, one day in 1967, Ernesto was in New York because he wanted to be a musician. He loved to, 1976. So he liked to play the drum, and he loved music, of course. So he got a call from his father who told him, hey, I need you for translation. because I'm going to sell the factory. So, as a good son, Ernesto said, okay. So he fly from New York to Miami and met the person who wanted to buy the factory. Before his father signed the contract, Ernesto talked to him and said, wait, let's think this through. This is your life. You love tobacco, you love cigars. This is your passion. I think you should think about it and do not sell the factory. So his father told him, look, I just want to make sure that you and your mom are gonna be okay, because as you know, I have this illness. And Ernesto, what's the name of the illness? ALS. So he wanted to make sure that his son and, of course, his wife will be all well, even if he's not there. But then his father said, but okay, I'm not going to sell the factory. But if you stay with me, I'm gonna stop playing your damn music. So,
I have to say, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Emmanuel, but I have to say, my father didn't understand that I had a family to support. And all he could afford to pay me was $60 a week. So I said, that's fine, but I have to support a family. I can't do it on $60, because at night, when I worked as a musician, I used to make, $200, $250, $300 a week, which at that time was a lot of money. So, keep going, Emmanuel.
okay. So Ernesto finally he joined the company along with his father and blew up El Crédito, of course. Then in 1980, unfortunately, his father passed away, so he got in charge of the factory, along with the employees, along with his wife, and of course with his mother. So they spent really tough time from 1980s to the 90s. That even one day his accounting manager told him, "Hey, you should reconsider to sell the factory. It's tough times, and the sales are not going well. So please think about it. I know someone who wants to buy you the company, okay?" So Ernesto talked with his mom and of course his wife. His mom just told him, "You didn't allow your father to sell first, so I know you love this. You need to believe in this project, and come on, we can do this together." So at the end, what was the solution? Fire the accounting guy. So one day in the 90s, Ernesto met this really important person, Marvin Chakin for Cigar Aficionado, that get close to him and tell, "Look, I'm Marvin, I'm the owner of the Wine Spectator, and I'm starting this new project with this magazine, so if you are interested, I would love to have your cigar in my magazine as well." So at the moment, Ernesto say, "I will think about it, I will let you know." Then when he left, he talked to himself, say, "Oh my God, if this guy know that I don't have even the money to pay the salary of my employees right now." So Ernesto was one day in RTDA having a nice event. At the end, he wasn't really happy because the sales were really slow, maybe like $300, $400. And then he decided to fly back to his home, to the factory at Carrillo. On the way to the factory, he realized that it was a lot of people, a huge line, waiting for something, wanted to buy something. So he said inside of him, like, wow, someone's gonna have a good day. He didn't even know that it was him that's gonna have a good day. Then when he arrived at the factory, he saw all these people that wanted to have his cigar. And then he opened the magazine that Marvin gave to him. Gloria Cubana, 90 pounds. And his life changed, and for his family, forever. It was one of the most wonderful moments. Of course, that Ernesto, all this time that he's been involved in tobacco and cigars, he's the one who buys the tobacco, he's the one who makes the blend. Of course, he has a wonderful team to make sure to have best quality possible. It's as we say here, quality and quantity will never be friends. We have to make sure to give the best we have to our happy customers. So by that time, as you know, his life changed a lot. The demand of the cigar were too huge, and the labor work in the United States were too expensive. So he wanted to find a place where he could get the tobacco, make his cigars, and keep the same quality. So he decided to move to Dominican Republic in 1997, 1998, right, Ernesto? 1996 in this case. Then this company, Swedish Match, offered him to buy the company, and he passed to be the brand ambassador of La Gloria Cubana, in charge to make the blends of La Gloria Cubana, and of course, follow up this project. He spent 10 years working with General Cigar. In those 10 years, he felt a little bit homesick. He wanted to be along with his family, find a way to be all together and enjoy this beautiful journey. He wanted to make an alliance, so that's the name where it came up, Tabacalera, La Alianza. So in 2008, he installed over here and started this beautiful journey. So, so now I will explain you why we are in this room. First of all, as you can see around, all this is tobacco, especially